Hi guys, and thank you so much for joining me. If you are new here, I'm Kat and I like to talk about true crime, conspiracies and all sorts of related things. So let's talk about the monster with 21 faces and candies. I'm not sure if you've heard of this case before, but anyway, before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. All the information that I'm giving you in the video is already found in the public domain. I also don't mean any disrespect whatsoever to anyone I talk about in the video. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Thank you so much. For 17 months in the mid-1980s, a criminal named the Monster with 21 Faces terrorized Japan with blackmail letters and poisoned candies. The suspect or suspects are part of the Glico Morinaga case and the police never caught them. It all began on March 18, 1984, when two masked men kidnapped Katsuhisa Izaki, the CEO of a confectionery manufacturer named Izaki Glico. They took him to some warehouse and issued a ransom demand for 1 billion yen, the equivalent of $4.2 million, for his safe return. Izaki managed to escape before the ransom was paid. However, the reign of terror, now known as the Glico Morinaga case, just started. On April 10, 1984, arsonists torched several vehicles parked outside of the Glico headquarters and destroyed the surrounding area. Although police were actively investigating the Izaki kidnapping, authorities stepped up their investigations to find the person or persons responsible for the crimes, apparently targeting Glico and its employees. On May the 10th of the same year, Izaki Glico received a threatening letter signed by the Monster with 21 Faces, stating packages of Glico candies had been laced with potassium cyanide. After some discussion, authorities decided to pull all Glico candies from grocery stores throughout Japan. The product removal was disastrous and resulted in a profit loss of more than $20 million and laid off more than 400 workers. At this point, the police had very few leads. However, a security camera in a grocery store captured the man, not affiliated with the store, putting Glico products on the store's shelves. The man wore a baseball hat and was difficult to identify. Also, the footage only showed one man, but the police knew there were two men involved in the kidnapping of Izaki. The authorities didn't know how many people they were actually looking for. As time went on, the Monster widened the letter-writing campaign to include the media in one letter saying, "Dear stupid police officers, don't lie. All crimes begin with a lie, as we say in Japan. Don't you know that? You seem to be at a loss." All of Japan was terrified. Candy sales plummeted. In the summer of 1984, the Monster expanded his ransom request activities to include the confectionery company Morinaga, along with Marudai Ham and House Food Corporation food companies. Police continued to track down the few clues they had, but remained stumped until late June. In that month, the Monster said he would put an end to his activities in exchange for 50 million yen. The letter demanded the ransom placed on a train heading towards the city of Kyoto. The presence of a white flag on the train signifies when to drop off the money. After gathering the ransom, an undercover policeman boarded the train looking for the flag. The policeman didn't see any white flag, but he did notice a male train passenger acting kind of weird. The policeman described the man as having an athletic build. The most remarkable feature were his eyes like a fox. Despite an effort to keep the man under surveillance, the suspect managed to trick an investigator in the Kyoto train station. Another attempted ransom drop in November was equally unsuccessful in capturing the culprit. In October of 1984, the Monster sent the media a letter addressed to moms of the nation. In it, he stated that he poisoned 20 packages of Morinaga candy with sodium cyanide and placed them on grocery store shelves. Police spread out throughout the country and managed to recover more than 21 tampered packages containing poison. Interestingly, someone applied warning labels to the packages stating "Danger, contains toxins." In January of 1985, based on the previous store video footage and the description of the man on the Kyoto train, the police issued a wanted poster. Nobody came forward to identify the suspect. The investigation continued. In August, the monster with 21 faces claimed his first victim, although indirectly. Pressured by the lack of an arrest and an investigation that was going nowhere, the police superintendent heading up the hunt killed himself by setting himself on fire. Once the news of the suicide was reported, the monster sent what would be his last letter to the media, saying, in part, "The police superintendent died." How stupid of him! We've got no friends or secret hiding place. What have the police been doing for the last year and 5 months? Don't let criminals like us get away with it. We decided to forget about tormenting food companies. If anyone blackmails any other food companies, it's not us but someone copying us. We are bad guys. That means we've got more to do other than bullying companies. It's fun to lead an evil man's life. Signed, Monster with 21 Faces. Time went by, but police failed to make progress in tracking down the perpetrator. The following suspects emerged. The videotaped man. Following threats by the Monster with 21 Faces to poison Glico confections and the resulting mass withdrawal of Glico products from shelves, a man wearing a Yomiuri Giants baseball cap was caught placing Glico chocolate on a store shelf by a security camera. This man was believed to be behind the Monster with 21 Faces. The security camera photo was made public after the incident. Another suspect, the fox-eyed man. On June 20, 1984, 2 days after the Monster agreed to stop harassing Marudai Ham in exchange for 50 million yen, police came close to capturing the suspected mastermind. An investigator disguised himself as a Marudai employee and followed the Monster's instructions for the money exchange. As he was riding a train to the money's drop-off point, he noticed a suspicious man watching him. He was described as a large, well-built man wearing sunglasses and with his hair cut short and permed. He was also quoted to have eyes like those of a fox. As investigators tailed him from train to train, the fox-eyed man eventually eluded them. In a later incident, investigators saw the fox-eyed man again, accompanying the alleged Monster group during another secret money exchange with House Food Corporation. Once again, he was able to elude police and avoid capture. Then another suspect, Manabu Miyazaki. Tokyo Metropolitan Police at first identified Manabu Miyazaki, the son of a known Yakuza boss and the criminal himself, as the fox-eyed man and the videotaped man because of his resemblance to these suspects. Miyazaki had also been involved with a labor dispute with Glico about 10 years prior. However, after his alibis were checked, he was cleared of the Glico Morinaga crimes, though some still suspect he could have been involved with the group. Police officially closed the case. Even if the police would catch the Monster with 21 Faces today, he wouldn't be prosecuted. The Japanese statute of limitations for kidnapping and the poisoning of food products has now expired. Is it not possible that this suspect or suspects or these people somehow were some kind of like an environmental group? You know, like those who always appeal when you use too many chemicals in the preparation of food and these kind of things, and they were just trying to scare people off. And I believe that at the time when the superintendent killed himself, that's when they didn't want to do this anymore, because it's possible they didn't actually want any real victims to die. They just wanted to scare these people. They just wanted to scare people, maybe to manufacture healthier products rather than add so many chemicals in the food and the sweets. And maybe that's why when they did put cyanide in candies on the shelves, they sent letters to the police and the media, because maybe they just wanted to make sure that nobody's going to touch those candies and die. To me, it sounds like an environmental group or of some sort of, or someone who is fighting for healthier food in general. I don't know, you guys, let me know what do you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please take care and stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!